Buenas tardes, or good afternoon. Bit of an update. Back last Sunday, and 4 or 5 days of partying, boozing, and eating in and around Benidorm. But since Thursday, I've been on the straight and narrow, and gonna be good. I've been on a low carb diet, which has helped. I've lost a couple of pounds instantly, just purely by not drinking, really. So yeah, gonna be good for the next few weeks. I was going to be off to Australia, but with what happened yesterday, with the war starting in the Middle East, we was actually going to be getting a connecting flight in Doha. So at the moment, we don't know if we're going to Australia. So yeah, but I'm going to do a short video on the pros and cons of living in Benidorm as an elderly or more mature person. So watch this space. So what are the pros of living in Benidorm? Well, number one, it's pretty obvious, is the weather. Very mild during the winter. Do get some cold days, but nothing like England, obviously. And during the summer, glorious sunshine for most of the time. We do get some rain and some winds, but the sunshine far outweighs them poor days. So yeah, that's a definite pro. Prices in Benidorm. Well, alcohol, as you probably gather from my past videos, is pretty cheap. Day-to-day living is cheaper than England, but not compared to the rest of Spain. Benidorm is a bit more expensive because of the tourist industry. But in general, if you shop on a market for your fruit and veg, it's pretty reasonable. And the food, in my opinion, tastes better. The supermarkets, slightly cheaper than England, not a lot cheaper, and there is a massive choice in and around this area. Transport in and around Benidorm. The bus service isn't too bad. It's fairly cheap. It's around about, I think it's 120, and for that, €1.20 that is, and that is from start to finish. But prices do vary from the various bus companies. If you've got a seniors card, you get a discount. It's not free, so you get a discount, and it's around about 90 cents for the journey. That's one bus stop, or from start to finish. The tram service, which goes from Benidorm main town, it goes into Alicante, and going the other way north, it goes to Calpe, to Denia, and it's a pretty good service, and again cheap. And then it does marry up with the Spanish National Rail Service. Another pro is the language. In and around Benidorm, most people speak English, I'm pleased to say, because I struggle as an older person. I struggle to learn Spanish. I have trouble with English actually at times, but yeah, so that is a plus, that if you're going anywhere, the majority of people do speak the language, is our language, English. So it's not a barrier. Some of the negatives of living in Benidorm up against the rest of Spain is the popularity of this resort. It's always busy. There's a couple of weeks in January where the resort is after Christmas, isn't very busy. But soon after, at the end of January, it gets busy again. So if you like the peace and quiet and the tranquil Spanish life, you're not going to get it here. You're also not going to experience anything Spanish, really. It's all geared up for the Brits, for Germans, Scandinavians, and the Dutch. Loads over here. And that's what they cater for. There's a bit of a quarter in the old town that is Spanish-y, and you do get a hell of a lot of Spaniards come to Benidorm for their annual holidays. So it can't be that bad. Again, a negative. The beaches are absolutely packed. They are stunningly beautiful, but you'll be pushed to get your towel down some days in there. One of the other negatives is the weather. That as a senior person, that June, July, and August, it's pretty hot. It's in its high 30s, even into the 40s. So a lot of English people do go home in the height of the summer to get away from the heat. Air conditioning during them couple of months is a must. It's unbearable sometimes in the evening. So yes, the weather is glorious and we all love it, but at times it can be, your nemesis. And yeah, be aware of that if you are going to come here. So in summary, Benidorm life. Well, it suits me down to the ground. The beer's cheap when I'm not on a diet. The food's nice and cheap. You can go out and it doesn't break the bank. The weather's a plus. Any activities that you arrange, you can pretty much guarantee that they're going to take place. People over here, all of a certain age, so a great social life. Also, if you're going to do activities, there's always somebody who'll do it with you. I like fishing, so I'll do that with a couple of people. I go on my bike, as you've seen in my past videos, and I go out with a fella there doing that. So all in all, I'm pretty much enjoying my years over here while I can still enjoy it. So yeah, there's a lot of people who I know who can't enjoy it. So I am gonna live life to the full. Before I go, I just got to say, please like and share and subscribe to my channel. I've got 176 people who subscribe at the moment, and hopefully I can get a few more. So I hope this didn't go on too long, this video. And you know what? I am gonna see you on the other side.